workaholic, listener, and the relentless pursuit, as Vince Lombardi said, of perfection. First thing I will do is thank God, my wife, and the voters. Number two, I will do as I did when I was named education chair last year, and that is to go around the state on a listening tour. Even though you listen a lot during the campaign, once you're actually the nominee and you're elected and you're going to be the lieutenant governor, many more people will open up to you. You'll have a better dialogue with folks, and you'll have more depth of conversation than just on a campaign. So I want to listen to what the priorities of the people are and what they want me to accomplish. Number three, I'm going to assemble a kitchen cabinet of entrepreneurs, business people, experts in different fields, whether it's oil and gas or transportation or medicine or education. I want to bring together the best and brightest minds to help us shape the future of Texas. I like the fact that it's a great honor to serve the people, and I like to stay in touch with them. I do almost all of my Facebook posts. Most people are very familiar with my 2 and 3 in the morning posts and emails and tweets. I really enjoy that, and that comes from being a talk radio host where I've talked to thousands of people over the years. But again, on the downside, not everything you see on the internet is true, and so having, as an elected official, to combat that when people either purposefully or unintentionally print things that aren't true and create confusion, and you have to respond to that. So social media is terrific, and it also is something you have to manage. As a small business person, I'm used to, if there's a problem, finding a solution and addressing the problem immediately. In politics, sometimes it takes longer to solve a problem. And so the biggest challenge has been accepting the fact that even though you know the problem and you know the solution, that it takes you a little longer to get to where you want to be than you can in your private life. As a committed believer, success is knowing you're doing what God wants you to do and you're in His will. And you can't get to that point if you're always telling God, I know better. And it took me a while to get to that point. But ever since I surrendered and committed my life to Christ, I've had success. If you're where He wants you to be, then that's as successful as you can be in life. I wish I had discovered God's grace and direction and plan for my life in an earlier age. So what would I do differently? I would have made a commitment to my faith sooner in life, and again, that would have changed everything else. So that would be my answer. You know, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be in television, and I got a chance to live that dream. It took me a while to get there, my late 20s, and as I like to tell folks, when I got my first job in Scranton, Pennsylvania, in a little town, one day the big town called, Washington, D.C., and they were looking for a sports guy. I was a sports and weather guy at the time, and they wanted someone they could bring into the big city at a low price from a small market, and they hired 2 guys. They hired me from Scranton and Al Roker from Syracuse. Now, I don't know whatever happened to Al. I don't know if he had much talent. Kidding, of course, he's become a big success. I don't ever feel like I've worked a day in my life. I've enjoyed everything I've ever done. I get up every day supercharged, ready to go to work, and that's what I look forward to being lieutenant governor, to get up every day and can't wait to get to the Capitol to represent the will of the people. I guess it would be my creative side, that I play the piano, I play the guitar, I write, I've written a book, I've produced an award-winning Christian film, and I paint. Those are the things I love to do. Now, since I was elected in 2007, I don't get a chance to do that very often. And although a lot of people have, our book was a Christian bestseller for a short period of time, so although a lot of people have read my book or seen our movie, and a few people sadly have had to listen to me play the piano or guitar, I think that would probably surprise people who don't know me, and I really enjoy that part of my life. And whenever I retire one day, although I can't find the word retirement in the Bible, but whenever I slow down one day, I'll spend more time on that.